Okay, so see, today we are going to discuss about a very important topic of trust, that is about the zero force members. Now, what do you mean by the zero force members? See, it is something like this. When we do the method of joints, that is, we are applying this method of joint at each and every point of the truss, it becomes very simple if we can determine those members where loading is zero. That is, load is not coming on those members. This is the first point. Okay. Now, what is the plus point? The plus point is this will increase the stability of the truss. Now, how it will increase the stability of the truss? We are going to see with some examples. One more plus point of zero force member is it may provide support as well. It may provide support to the entire system if somehow the loading condition is changed. Now, if the loading condition is changed, the zero force member will provide some stability. Now, how it will provide stability? Let us see with some given examples. Okay. So, this is the zero force member, and these are the main plus point of zero force member. Now, let us draw a figure. If this is a truss, okay, and suppose one more member is connected. And this is suppose a joint C, you can name it. Suppose here the reactions are provided. This is a hinge support. This is again a hinge support. And suppose at point B a load is acting which is equal to P. This is a typical truss structure. Okay. Now see, you see the joint C. You have a look at the joint C. What is there at joint C? The two members are connected together at right angles, right? So this member and this member are connected together at right angles. Okay. Now, and there are no loadings which are coming on the joint C. So first of all, two members are connected together at right angles. And secondly, there are no external loading coming on the joint. So these are the two conditions. at joint C. Now, if we draw the free body diagram, we will see that the force in each of the member at joint C will be equal to 0. Now, why the force should be 0? To maintain the equilibrium. To maintain the equilibrium. Let us see the free body diagram of joint C. Okay. So these 3 points are there at joint C. Let us draw the free body diagram of joint C. Free body diagram of joint C. Okay. See, it is something like this. This was a joint. This is the force acting about CB, and this is the force CD. Right? Okay. Let us take the axis. This is the x axis, and this is your y axis. Okay. Now, you do it summation of, if you apply the equilibrium conditions, summation of fx equal to 0. What will be there? FCB is going in the negative x direction, minus FCB, and no other force is acting at x direction. This is equal to 0. FCB is equal to 0. Okay. Now apply the second equilibrium condition. Summation of Fy is equal to 0. So see, there are only one force which is acting in the y direction, that is the FCD. So see, FCD is going in the negative y direction, so it is minus FCD is equal to 0. FCD will be equal to 0. So see, now both the component of the truss, that is FCB and FCD, is equal to 0. So these two are the 0 force member, and it is required to maintain the truss in equilibrium. Okay. Now one more joint is there, which we will have a look now. I think you can guess, where no support is there and no loading is acting, that is joint A. Okay. I hope the joint C is clear to all of you. Now let us move on to joint A. What will happen? Let us draw FBD of joint A. If you can draw this FBD, what we will have? See, this is joint A, this is FAB. Clear? Okay. And from the support, one more force component is there, F, this is E. Okay. So it is FAE. Okay. So see, these are all assumed. These directions are not given in the problem. These are all assumed that okay, this will be tangential, this may be compressive. After solving problem, you will come to know the exact values. This may be the angle theta. Okay. Now, if at this point you apply the equilibrium condition, that is summation of Fy is equal to 0. Now see, there are only one force, that is FAB, acting at angle theta. So we need to break up this component. So in the y direction, it is the sine component, right? So we will have FAB sine theta is equal to 0. Only one component, the sine component of this force, is acting in the y direction. So it is equal to FAB sine theta is equal to 0. From here you will get FAB is equal to 0. Because see, theta is not 0. Theta is having some value over here. This theta is having some value. So if theta is not 0, then sin theta will be having some value, right? Since theta is not equal to 0, sin theta will also be not equal to 0. That is, they will be having some value. So only if FAB is equal to 0, this term multiplied by 0 will be equal to 0. So therefore FAB must be equal to 0. Then only if you multiply with sin theta, this is having a value, this is having a definite value. If you multiply a value with 0, then only you will get the answer as 0. So FAB is equal to 0 in this case, because theta is not equal to 0 as per this diagram. Clear? Okay. Now let us apply summation of Fx is equal to 0. You see, in this free body diagram, FAE is acting in the negative x-axis. So it is minus FAE, and this cos component will be acting in the positive x-axis. Okay. So this cos component, that is what you will get, FAE into FAB into cos theta. FAB is equal to 0. Now here we get FAE is equal to FAB cos theta. Okay. Now if we are getting total FAB is equal to 0, okay, so this term is equal to 0. So here we get FAE is also equal to 0. So see, so joint A is also a point where the two zero force members will be acting. We are getting with the help of some equilibrium conditions. Clear? So I think this is a basic idea for the zero force member. Some more case studies and problems we will see in the next class. Thank you.